Hi guys, it's Brett from Untitled Gaming, and today I'll be showing you the Wizard class in the Minecraft game Annihilation. This video will cover the pros and cons for the Wizard, and teach you tips and tricks in getting kills and winning the game. The aim of the Wizard is to use your magical spells to support your team or engage in one-on-one combat. The Wizard spawns with a wooden spade, axe, pickaxe, sword, wand, and a spell book. The Wizard gets access to 5 different spell types, all which vary in power. The book that you spawn with is the key to wielding these different powers. When you right click the book, it brings up a menu of all the spells you can choose from. Each different spell has a title and an item to indicate what it is. You can then click on the spell you want and that one will be selected. The 5 spells that you get are Missile. The Missile spell deals 5 points of damage to enemy players, which equates to 2.5 hearts. However, the spell is affected by armour, so if an enemy is wearing full diamond it will be much weaker. However, the damage it deals is instant, so it's really effective at finishing someone off quickly. If you're attacking an enemy, and you know he's low, and he tries to escape, you can just fire out your missile and kill him. Out of the spells I'd say this one is the weakest, but only because it is affected by armour. Freeze. The next spell, Freeze, gives enemy players slowness 3 and mining fatigue 3 for 7 seconds. The spell is area effect, so you can freeze a whole bunch of people who are gathered together. The freeze is really good if you're trying to catch up to someone or escape from them, as you can just shoot it down and watch them plod away. It's also really good in combat situations, as you can just shoot an enemy with it and manoeuvre around him. He'll be too slow to run away, and the mining fatigue will mean he'll hit a lot slower. Another use for it is in defense of the Nexus, as the mining fatigue will take enemies ages to break it, giving you time to kill them. Darkness. The Darkness spell gives players the Wither effect for 8 seconds. This will deal around 2 hearts. The spell is also an area effect and it is not affected by armour, so it will deal 2 hearts to all players, making it superior to the missile. However, it will take the full 8 seconds for players to lose 2 hearts, so in that time you may have lost the fight. A good thing about the spell is that it cannot be resisted, unlike the Flame spell which will run out in water, therefore making it better on maps like Coastal which have a lot of water. A good way to use the spell is to fire it down before a fight, so the enemy will take damage from you and the Wither effect. Flame. The Flame spell will set enemy players on fire for 6 seconds, dealing a total of 3 hearts. The spell is also area effect, so you can just fire it into a group of players and watch them melt. The fire damage is good as it can be really off-putting and will make most players back away. It is also good at slowing players down who try to sprint away, as they'll take damage. The bad thing about the spell is that it can be stopped if the enemy jumps into water or has fire resistance. This means that it's completely useless against pyros. Whirlwind. The next spell, Whirlwind, is my personal favourite. When fired down, it will push you and enemy players back. It allows you to knock people off high areas like sky bridges, push them back if you are low on health, throw someone into the void if you cannot fight them, push them into a group of friendly players to be demolished, and finally, use it to toss yourself forward or rocket jump. The spells may be well wizard, and yes, I'm using wizard as an adjective, but the wand also has a cooldown. The cooldown for each spell is 20 seconds, which isn't actually that bad considering how good it is. I'm not gonna lie guys, but I just adore this class. It enables me to act out my lifelong dream of becoming a real wizard. The spells are amazing, the cooldown is pretty sick, and the flexibility of the class is just incredible. I would recommend that it should be used as a support class, as spells like the Freeze and Flame are excellent alongside other more sword-based classes. However, I think that it's just as good to use solo, as before you engage in combat, you can initiate the fight by using spells that damage or confuse the enemy, giving you a better advantage. Now we can move on to the rating of the wizard. For useful, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. There is a massive range of spells which have their own ability, meaning you are suited for all occasions. For killing, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. In terms of sword combat, the wizard doesn't have any killing advantage, but the spells will help you bring down an opponent if in trouble. For fun, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. The class is really fun to play. The way the spells work is hilarious, and it just looks so badass. For ease of use, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's a tricky class to play, as you need to have the right spells equipped for each scenario, otherwise you'll end up in a bit of a pickle, and using the wand efficiently is difficult to do. For Troll, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The wizard opens up a whole load of range combat, and so you control your enemies, and Whirlwind spell is just the mother of making people angry. So overall, I'm going to give the class an 8 out of 10. Although on the killing front it may not be that good, but it's an absolute genius class to play, and I've had so much fun with it. Thanks for watching guys, make sure you check out our other class videos, give us a like, give us a sub, and give us a comment. I'll see you guys next time.
You shall not pass!